Hello everyone and welcome to the video about data distributions. Data distributions are a very important concept in machine learning and you probably won't be able to get anywhere if you don't know about data distributions. So in this short video, I will just give you a brief introduction into data distributions. I encourage you to dive deeper and get to know more about them. Okay, so like I said in my introduction video, in machine learning, the datasets we have are pretty big. Thus, if you need to create a program, machine learning program, you need to ensure that it works with big datasets. You can use the NumPy package in Python to create the big datasets. You can create random datasets in this way. First of all, import the NumPy library. Then to create the random dataset, you call the uniform function from the random sum package of the NumPy module, and you pass it 3 values: the from, to, and the number of values that you want in your array. Okay, so let us see. Yeah, so as you can see, I got a lot of random values, and if you count them all, it will come out to 250. Trust me on this. Okay, so you probably might have seen histograms earlier. Histograms are a way to visualize your dataset if they have numerical or values that can be coerced to numerical values. And you can create or draw histograms in this way. First of all, we import the NumPy package because again we are creating a random data set. Then we import the pyplot sub package from the matplotlib package, and we import it with the alias plt. Then we create the random dataset using np.random.uniform with these 3 arguments that we gave earlier. And then to create the histogram, this is the most important line, we call plt.hist, and then we give it 2 arguments, x, the dataset, and 5. Okay, and you'll see when I run this, I saved it with name 02, and you saw when I ran it, I got a histogram, and its explanation is the first bar, it represents how many values are between 0 and 1, the second between 1 and 2, etc. 0 and 1 has 50 plus elements, 1 and 2 has 40 to 50 elements, and so on. This is a very important concept. Okay, so in this example, we again created a dataset with 250 values. But like I said before, I will not create the big datasets because that will only hamper the progress. And now I will, but now you know how to create datasets, big datasets. You can create an array with 100,000 elements and display them using a histogram with 100 bars. In this previous example, we displayed it using 5 bars. But when you have so many elements, you probably need a wider histogram. So here we are creating the random dataset sorry, with 100,000 elements, and then we are creating a histogram with 100 bars. Okay, and you'll see when I run this, I get a histogram with so many bars that the labeling also isn't clear. So you can give additional values to additional arguments to get more or detailed or granular x-axis labels, but that isn't necessary here, and that's why I skipped it for this example. You can do that if you want to. Okay, so that's all I had regarding data distributions, and I request you to continue watching the series because you will learn more important concepts in the later videos. Bye. Thank you.